Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. And you missed a lot of life-changing game if you weren't at the Game Kings 2, the definition of a man seminar in New York City. But don't worry, because right now you can get access to the entire Game Kings 2 seminar. All you got to do is click the link below. And in this seminar, you're going to learn heavy game, some heavy game from myself, Miles Cunningham, Rom Wills, Taekwondo, and Kerry K. Zagan. We're talking about manhood, confidence, attracting women, and much more. So click the link below right now so you can get your copy today. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? And I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So it says, so I have a situation at work. Basically, it's my last week at work. I gave my 2-week notice last week, and I have 3 or 2 days left. This Friday is my last day. And there were 3 or 4 girls that I have liked for a while. I want to ask all 3 of them for their phone number, but I'm afraid they're going to gossip, talk to each other, and who knows what conclusion they will come up about me. What if they decide, what is he trying to do? Asking for 3 of our phone numbers. What does he really like, or who does he really like? Is he a player? So forth and so on. And then they could all reject me. And then I could end up going out with none of them. I asked one of them for the digits. I sensed that she liked me, and I got the phone number, but I can't celebrate yet, as you know, because she could ghost me. Here's the thing. It's actually a little more complicated. So the 3 girls, girl number 1, I had actually gotten her number about a year ago and had tried to go out with her. She had shown interest, so I got her digits and tried to text her, but she ended up giving excuses that she was busy. I tried a few times and wasn't able to get a date. She ended up ghosting me twice. So I went on vacation and sent her a text saying, it's all good. I'm dating this other girl now. She's around your age, early 20s, similar personality. She's pretty awesome, actually, but we can be friends at work. Friendship is cool. I like friendship. And I left it at that. And she did not respond to this. Then she was being really friendly with me at work a few weeks ago. It seemed that she was flirting with me. She's not complimenting my looks nor touching me, but her body language and tone of voice seemed flirty. We were talking about a work situation, and I told her I would text her the HR lady's email address. She quickly responded, oh, I don't have the same number. I changed my number like 3 times and then quickly walked away. So anyway, I plan on to ask girl number 1 for her new phone number since I'm leaving the company. Now, girl number 2 had shown signs of high interest twice already. Very cute, but she works with her mother in the same department. They work side by side. She's early 20s. Her mother is 40. So that makes things more complicated. Her mother is also beautiful, but has a boyfriend already. I went ahead and asked girl number 2 for her number, and she gave it to me, which was cool, but I know she is going to gossip to other female coworkers, and she might tell her mom. Probably over 50% chance she told her mom. And girl number 1 works in the same department, but I do not see them talking to each other. But also her mom is very friendly with me and has always been friendly with me. Now, girl number 3 works in another department. And the second shift, girl number 1 and girl number 2 works the first shift. Oh my goodness, she's giving a lot of information that we don't need. But anyway, let's continue. Almost done. But I saw her talking to, this other girl. So there is a small possibility of gossip there. Girl number 3 already gave me her Instagram and invited me to one of her art shows. So I went and attended the art show. Girl number 3 smiles at me every time I walk into the room, and she hugged a couple of times when I went to the art show. She has shown signs of interest. Also, I am 41. And the 3 girls are in their 20s, early to mid 20s. And the girl number 2's mom knows that I'm 40/41 because I have never told her once, because I told her once a long time ago. However, I do not look 41. I look younger, about 32, in shape and very attractive by social standards. All right. So given all this information, what do you think? Can I ask out the other two girls for their phone number? Do you think they will gossip about me in a way that has a negative effect? Is it possible to go on dates with all three of them or at least two of them? All right. So basically, let me just give it to you straight, man. All right. These women don't want you. Okay. You're asking, is it possible to go on dates with all three of them or at least two of them? And you know, you're wondering about that. They're not going to want to go on dates with you. And if they do, you're going to get your time wasted. And I'm going to explain to you why. Now, the reason why they don't want you or they're not going to want you is because you're not that guy. And what do I mean by that? You're not that guy? You're not the guy that women find attractive. And the reason why they're not going to find you attractive has to do with your behavior and your mindset, right? So with girl number one, for example, you said that this girl, you got the number or whatever, or you gave her your number and she was giving you excuses that she was busy and all this other stuff. You tried a few times and then she ended up ghosting you twice. Right? Then you said you went on vacation and sent her a text talking about you dating some other girl and, you know, trying to basically get her jealous. Then on top of that, this woman who ghosted you and who basically didn't respond to you or give a fuck, you're still trying to get with her. You're still chasing her. You're up there still trying to make it happen. So now, let me ask you a question. Would a guy who's a really attractive guy who women find attractive, would that guy be chasing a woman who's basically shown no interest in him? Right? No, he wouldn't. Right? So what that basically says is that you are not the guy, because the guy who's attractive would never do what you're doing. Right? See, you're worried about women gossiping about you. You're saying, oh, you know, what if they say, what is he trying to do? You know, asking us for our numbers, all of us. And, you know, is he a player or something? Let me tell you something. They don't think you're a player. I'm just telling you that right now. Right. And then you say they could all just reject me and then I could end up going out with none of them. And that's most likely what's going to happen. And the reason they're going to reject you is because you're not that guy. You understand? You're not that guy. And part of the reason why you're not that guy is because you have the mindset of a man and you have the behavior of a man who doesn't have game. See, what you have to understand is that the way you behave and the way you come across is going to tell the woman a story about you. And the story it tells her about you is going to tell her whether or not she should really bother, whether or not you are that guy or you're not that guy. And so what you're doing is showing her you're not the guy. Remember, girl number one, you fucking chased her and you tried to make her jealous and she still wasn't really trying to fuck with you. And you're still trying to make it happen with her. You're chasing her even more. Right? You said that I think girl number three was doing some art show. You went to the art show and all she did was give you a smile and a hug. And now you're all smitten by this chick. Right? And remember, you're a 41-year-old man. Right? And you're basically running around chasing these 20-year-old chicks who's not really interested in you like that. You understand what I'm saying? They're not. And let's say for sake of argument, you do get on a date with one of these girls. Or let's say y'all exchange numbers, y'all set some up, y'all see each other, whatever. What's going to happen is that you're not going to be able to maintain that. You're not going to be able to know what to do. You understand? You're not going to be able to know how to make things happen. Because if you're the type of guy that's chasing a woman who doesn't want you, how will you be attractive enough to keep a woman's interest in you when you're not the type of guy who knows how to keep a woman's interest in you? Because if you were that guy, then you wouldn't be the same guy chasing a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is this, is you want a situation where calculus can happen, but you don't even know how to do basic math. You don't know how to add and subtract, but you want to do calculus. You want to be in the calculus class, but you don't even know how to add and subtract. So how are you trying to be at that level when you're not even at the basic level yet? You don't even know how to do that stuff. You don't know how to properly, engage with a woman, right? To make stuff happen where she would actually want to go on a date with you, right? You don't have the mindset of a guy who is sure of himself and doesn't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. You worried about them gossiping is you worried about what they're thinking. And if you're worried about what they're thinking, how are you going to be that attractive guy on a date with her if you're worried about what the fuck she's thinking? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times the reason why you guys are going to have issues with women is because you don't even realize you're not that guy. You have no idea. Because what you're essentially asking me in this email, you're talking about something that you think there's a possibility of. And there is no possibility of what you're asking me. You're like, oh, well, do you think all of them is going to gossip about me and all? Matter of fact, they probably not even going to gossip about you. If anything, they'll probably just laugh at you in this situation. And the reason why I'm being harsh, or I'm saying this, is because a lot of you guys are sort of, in a sense, asking the wrong questions. See, one of your questions at the end of your email is it possible to go on dates with all three of them? See, if you're the guy who's on point, yes, it is possible to go on dates with all three of these women. But since you're the type of guy who's worried about them gossiping, and you're the type of guy who's gonna chase a woman who basically showed you she's not interested, then it's not possible for you because you're not that guy. So until you become that guy, none of that's gonna be possible. And you're just gonna be, hitting your head against the wall. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that you need to step up your game. If you stepped up your game, you would have other women outside of this situation. Like, where's the women that you meet at bars? Where's the women that you meet, out in the public in different situations? Where's the women that you're meeting online? How many women do you have, that you're talking to right now? How many women are you having sex with right now? Right? But I'm assuming it's little to none because you're so focused on these three women at your job. You understand? You're chasing these other women who don't really have interest in you. So what I'm saying is that until you become that guy, you're not going to be able to get these situations the way you want it to go. Because even if they were to, go on a date with you and hang out with you and all this other stuff, you still wouldn't know how to maintain that and make things happen the way you want it to happen. You still wouldn't know how to do it, because what would happen is they would probably go out with you just to use you for attention. Just like that girl number one who basically, you said, ghosted you twice. Imagine if a woman ghosted you twice, right? And then didn't respond to you when you sent the whole text about some other chick. What makes you think that this girl actually wants to have sex with you? What makes you think that this girl is actually interested in you? What makes you think that this girl is going to see you as the type of guy who she should cooperate with and respect? Who like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you continue with a woman who doesn't want you? And this is what I'm saying. You have to be aware of this. Right? Once you're aware of this, then what's going to happen is you're going to say to yourself, you know what? Damn, I actually need to learn some fucking game. And then once you learn some game, then you will see the error in your ways. And then, and only then, can you go on your journey to becoming that guy. Until then, right at this moment, you're not him, so therefore you're not going to get what you want. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.